Hey everybody, welcome back to Tim Kelly's Master Photo Techniques. We are very glad to be back because we haven't shot in like 6 weeks, but we are back to work. We can be with other people, and now we're going to try and get back on track for our near weekly video lessons. Today we're going to do a couple. I'm going to try and tape a couple. This one is going to be on headshots, and I have a model, Laura, who you saw in our outdoor videos, which was great. And now we're going to bring it in. We're going to give her a headshot, but we're going to light it like 3 different ways just to give you options and also show you that you're doing it, or I'm going to do it for you today with speed lights, with small lights, small boxes, showing that you can do it with the gear you've got. You don't have to have the giant studio to do this. So let's get started. Let's take a look first at the equipment we're going to use today. Come on back here. Actually, our third light is this one, which is a Godox V1, and we're using a grid spot on it. And you've seen this on the other videos, but I just want to show you, in case you're a first-time viewer, what we're using. And this light is going to be our background light. Then back here, this light here is another Godox V1, and we're using it as a fill light. The fill light for us is one that fills the space between background and the key light. So that's important. It's usually a stop less, or 50% of the same volume as what would be the main light up here, which is another Godox V1. Let's go around the back. I'll show you. So here we're using this one as our main right here. And we're going to use that at our traditional 30-degree pitch downward a little bit. And then we're also going to approach the face from about 45 degrees as well. So let's put this one back up here. Very good. And we'll make sure everybody's working. I'm also using a reflector panel. Anything can be a good reflector panel. We happen to use these PVC light forms with fabric on it because they work really well. And let me reposition my background spot and I'll do a test for you. I'm using this Godox remote control. Not only will I be able to set each light separately, but of course I'll also be able to fire them. So that's what we're going to be using today on this test session. And Curtis, my assistant, will come in and move the lights as we need to, because I can tell already we need to have our main light a little higher, and we'll have to be really critical about where the background spot goes. So Laura, wonderful, stay right there. Let me look and make sure you're in the right place. You are. Just always stay tall and always leaning a little forward. That way we get a nice chin shadow. Though your body's facing here, your nose is going that way more, because that's wherever this light is, that's your general direction. So Curtis, let's raise up the main and then go to the background spot and get ready. Let's do a quick test on Miss Laura. And it looks really pretty good. I would say we can move our reflector in just a little closer. Just push it into her just a little. And then the background spot can go in a little closer as well. Point down just a hair. I'll do a test so we can see the results of that light. And it is good. Okay, real pretty. All right, I'm going to grab just a couple of frames of her, and so she has something good from every direction. All right, looking right here, and so pretty good. Now, she has very long hair, which is great. I love it. However, that comes in as a problem when you're trying to crop a print, where you have to go down to the navel to crop a 5x7. But the lighting looks real good. I'm really happy with that. Curtis, let's push the main in just a little closer because of its size. I think it'll be prettier if it's closer. Good. Not too feathered. Let's see if we've got the value we want. Yeah, that's really nice. We actually have a flatter than I would normally use, but for a headshot, we can do this. Let's make this the frontal headshot number 1. The background lks great. I know you look good in both directions, but there you go. Gorgeous, love it, love it. And we're gonna try her other side too, just to be sure. Very, very pretty. Good, and no smile, and love it. Very good, okay. We might even turn this off the background a little bit more, just to keep it a nice darker gradient. Here we go. So this is lit from the left, and it is the classic headshot. You're gonna put the nose that way just a little for this shot. Eyes are to me, very good. Okay, it's closer than 1.5 meters. All right, that looks really pretty. So I'm gonna flip the lighting and the reflector around just to give her a complete redirection of her light to see if she looks better for wherever her good side is. That's where I wanna work. So that's still the main, and the fill will go back there behind her. And if you want, you can even flip the spotlight. Okay, this looks good. Now we'll turn your box around so your body's away from the light. So you're going this way and your nose is going this way. That will be good. That lighting is good. All right. Let me do a quick test. You're great. Put your hands in your lap in case they show. Fall a little this way. I'm your mirror, good. Nose more to this camera over here, kind of, than eyes to me. Beautiful. Excellent, right there. Now, I like that on you. I think that's a better side for you. Nose an inch further, and eyes to me, beautiful. I kind of call these micro movements. People aren't used to, you tell somebody to turn their head and they go, like this, okay. I'm talking about going and say, chin up, chin down. I don't want to go like this, whiplash. So that looks great on you. So I'm going to do a few more frames, and then we're going to try a whole different pattern on you. That is it. Don't forget to lean towards me a little bit, though. Stay straight up, but fall towards the camera, always. Nose a little more this way. Eyes to me. Beautiful. Right here. Good girl. And those are fantastic. And I've intentionally left the background brighter on the left because it's, the rhythm that I like. So that works really beautifully. Good. Breathe easy, my dear. We're going to do a different lighting pattern. So, Chris, let's drop that light on her. Pull back a little and then kick it down. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. And forward of her, of course, a little bit. Eyes will be to me, though. Nice. Hang on. Good. That's pretty. That's pretty. It could be a little lower because the nose loop. No, I'm sorry. Less. It could be less. More frontal because I'm getting a nose loop that's too big. Good. I think you're pretty good there, Curtis. Let me see. Eyes here, there. Yeah, that light's better. Go to the shorter side of her more and lower. Yeah, good. Let me test it out. That's really pretty right there. So what we're going to do next, we found our model's good side or better side in this studio situation. And I definitely like modeling her face and body from the right, which is her left. And I'm going to do more of a side clamshell on her and see how that looks. We've got our main light coming down a little more than normal. And then we have a bottom box, which is normally a fill, coming in from the same side, a little softer. And we're letting this side only be lit by reflectors. So we'll do a quick test, see what it looks like, maybe modify it slightly, and then we can shoot a few keeper frames. Good. All right, let's see. Yeah, the lighting is quite good on the fashion aspect of it. The only thing is we're running out of background. So the lighting is so very good, as you can see in the result, the first frame. She looks great. It looks very contemporary on her. And I ran out of background because I'm only using this little 54-inch piece of paper, gray paper that we use for headshots. And I ended up shooting at an angle where I ran out of background. So we're going to push it over to the edge of the room there. He's got to get it down, shove it over. Usually we use very large backgrounds, but with it being just a paper backing headshot of seamless, We're gonna move it over instead of changing her and the lighting because it's really nice. While they're doing that, of course, the reminder about the specifics of what we're using. This is a 32-inch PhotoFlex white disc, white with gold on the other side. I don't use the gold very much because it will influence the color balance of her face or any subject. So the purity of the white works. And again, the light form panel works as well. We're not using any other lighting in the room, just these 3 Godox lights. This time you're gonna lean towards your knees. Yes, perfect. I think the mane has to come back, Kirsten. I think it's moved in a little bit much. And let me look and see, eyes to me. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful light on you. I'm gonna step over a little more. Kirsten, I think the spotlight can go to the right. Gorgeous, stay there. Yeah, the light is so very pretty there. Hair more. We're moving the background spot over there just the tiniest bit. I love it. And because it's so good, we not only have a headshot, but we have a portrait too. So let's do one thing extra for her here because the lighting is so good. I'm gonna, what we would call compress the body. All right, so you're good. We can just throw the legs a little further this way, just a hair, because this is just for your arm to lean on. That way this becomes the bottom of the picture. And that's good like that. Anything like that is good. Whatever feels good right now. Okay, so let's pull that mane away from her just a little bit. It's a good direction. It's just an inch or two close. All right, nice. Stay right there. And a serious one, which you do really well. Gorgeous. Okay. So good that I can't stop. So maybe you go an elbow to the chair. Like that. Yeah, that's good. As long as the nose is still facing the same way, pretty much. It's good not showing too much hand. Yeah. Actually, put it to your hair or something like that. That's better still. 3, 2, beautiful. Total winner. Total winner. Nose more that way, though. That's where your main light is. All right. Oh, yeah, it's just great. I'm going to turn the mane down just a hair, which I can do nicely from this remote. So I'm going to turn my mane down just a little bit. Let's try that, see if that's good. Beautiful. Yep, hair too much. I'll go back up a little. Marvelous, Laura. Stay there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. Too pretty. Beautiful. Hands can still be in it. Then just cut your eyes my way. Beautiful. Get that done. Beautiful headshot. Move the hand out of the way now. Down, down, down. Beautiful. Good. It's just beautiful. With the back hair, push it all the way out of the way. Good. And then put your hand up again, like in a palm or something different. And let's get the head more straight. So it's more, yes, good. Thank you. Chin down and I love it. All right. Beautiful. Let's put the hand this way. Yeah. Head straighter. Whenever you can do the head squarer, it's better. Nose a little bit to the lighting. I love that. Good. Great headshot. Okay, relax. We're going to do one final lighting scenario on you for your headshot. So what we're doing now is quite different. And the reason I generally don't share too much is because it can be done very poorly. We just generally don't want to light the face from 2 different sides and not get the front. In this case, we're going complete coverage because this first light is facing that side. This light is facing that side. So they're feathering past her. So we should have a completely flat light. I'm going to do one test on it and determine what kind of background levels I need, and maybe I'll get a little more reflector in there as well. So one quick test. Beautiful, dear. Stay right there. Love it. Okay. It's good. And love, love, love it. Very good. But it is what it's expected to be, a flat rendering, which generally people use a lot of time in the glamour headshots because they're showing off hair and makeup, you know, so they want kind of a flatter rendering. So what we'll do here to make it nicer for our particular shot, I think I'll raise the mains a little bit. We have two mains now. To drop the chin shadow, drop the nose shadow, and maybe even be a little closer. So Curtis, let's do it this way. And this really gives the model a chance to put her head anywhere she wants because we have two mains. You're gonna kind of I'm just going for your head, see? And then we've also pushed your hair out of the way. And I think you were turning your head that way and it looked good. So I'm gonna say, yeah, your body facing that way is excellent. So let's shoot this. Curtis, if you would move my mane just a little, up a little higher. We've kind of missed our tiniest bit. And closer. Good, good. And then right here, beautiful. Love it. All right, let's try this. The left one should be stronger than the right, so just square it up a little bit, the light. So you can move it a little closer to her. Beautiful, good. And we'll try that one. Chin down this way, babe. Right there, love it. Let me look. Good. That's cute. Now start turning the face that way again like you did before. I like that too. Excellent. Beautiful thing about digital is you can use it as a Polaroid and just evaluate what you've shot and make changes. So I'm gonna go a little bit punchier on her main's left side. There we go, that's good. All right, honey, let's put your nose straight at the camera, this camera, wherever that might be. Lovely. That looks good on you. Okay. Let's try a last version because it might be even prettier. Both lights higher if you can, because that's going to give me more shading under the chin and the nose. But it's the same look. She looks marvelous. Laura, good girl, right here, just a test. That gives us better rendering of her face and body right there. See that beautiful downcast? It's almost like a North Light studio. It looks good. Hands up, hands down. Looking this way, looking that way. They're all good. Beautiful. Couple frames. Chin lower though. Down, down, down. Good. Nice. Let's bring the hands up again. Kind of squeeze. Kind of a. I want to get them both in there. Kind of a squeezy shot. Because this is all about your face. Square her head a little bit. Beautiful. Right there. And lastly, let's take the hands down. Just leave the head right where it is because it's a beautiful headshot. All right, here it is. Couple shots. And 3, 2, and lean in. Get an arm up at least. Beautiful, because that gives us closure to the shot. Beautiful. Nose that way more. Eyes to me. All right. And let's see. Good. I like it. Okay. In a recap, let's just take a rewind of what we've done here. We did a very traditional lighting setup, which was, as my normal portraits are, has a fill behind our subject, a big mane as close as I can get to model the subject's face, and then a background light to separate. The next one we did kind of a sideways clamshell where we did two lights, a main and a fill, on kind of one side, reflectors on the other, slightly different feel. Now the last one was more of the shoot through, where we started with that and actually developed into something we liked better. And you know, as I mentioned during taping, that when you just completely flush a model with light, which you can do with a 80-inch umbrella behind the camera and get the same effect, it's only really made to show clothing well, hair and makeup. It's not really there to flatter the model. So we modified our look on the last setting, which was to take the two lights and go and make double skylight, basically. It's forward of her enough to light her face and give us shape, but it really is a down. It's like a giant softbox falling down, like as if I was lighting a car almost. So it's a beautiful quality of bigger light than it really is, and it sculpted her really well. So I think as far as variables, we just used a couple of different reflector angles and different camera angles, and we got what we needed. So you can do great headshots with 2 and hopefully 3 lights, even speed lights, and boxes that aren't that big, pop up instantly. You can see that in our other videos. It's so easy and portable, but you can get big studio look out of what I call small lighting equipment. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Review the images again and see if we didn't get some great images of Laura today. Thanks for joining us and thanks for subscribing.